Welcome to a Cosmic Energy Update with multidimensional energy specialist Raquel Spencer.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome. It is the eclipse energy and it is really powerful right now. I'm really glad that you decided to join in today and really set the intention to expand and step into yet another passageway, another phase of your evolution, of your awakening, of your illumination as a divine being of light in this wonderful experience we call life. It is so important to understand and really come from the perspective that this is an ever ongoing illumination process of light. And with each passing gateway and portal and phase and eclipse and solstice and equinox and double-digit portal, all of it are just key signposts of energy that is available to assist you with becoming the best version of you. This eclipse energy is yet another signpost and another opportunity to expand, to move into a more enlightened state of awareness, to expand your perceptions and live in a way that is more aligned with who you really are. Not only as a human being, one who is on the planet for life lessons and experiences and to have a new perspective from a human experience, but also your multidimensional self, how you as a multidimensional being are part of a bigger project, a bigger mission, a bigger purpose for being on the planet at this time. And to really step into that understanding even more with each passing gateway and portal that comes about, the opportunity for you to master. And we use that word a lot in the metaphysical circles. We use the word illumination and master and perceptions and understandings as ways to try to express what's really happening. Because this is an inside job. If you haven't figured that out yet, the whole process of awakening as a human being on this planet at this time is about how you perceive, how you operate within this experience. And each passing portal, opportunity, new codes, new light, new energies, new learnings, new experiences all play into the whole of who you are and how you live in this reality. This solar eclipse is really another powerful touch point, if you will, for self-adjustment, to perhaps change trajectories, to realign, to once again really self-correct the course that you're on, to bring you into more alignment and more joy and more of being able to step into the truth of who you are. The portal gateway that happened on February 22nd was incredibly powerful. And what I noticed and what I experienced personally at that particular moment, and again, it's just a choice point, it's just a snapshot. But during that portal gateway date, there was a measurement, if you will, an assessment that took place. And it was just so that we could, in the higher realms, in the higher perspectives, from a higher awareness level, really take a pulse of where we are individually and where we are as a collective group of light workers, and beyond that, the whole of humanity. How has the last 6 months, year, the last cycle played out, and where are we truly within that vibrational band of light? How much light frequency are we holding? How are our bodies responding to the magnetic shifts that are happening on the planet? How is everyone responding to the political and social things that are going on? So there was a snapshot measurement that was taken during that portal. Why that portal? It's as good as any. It was just a measurement. Just like any good project management team would do. You stop, you pause, you look at the situation, and you evaluate what is the next best opportunities. How can we self-correct, change, shift, and realign so that the outcome that we are moving towards can be achieved with more ease and grace? And so that portal date, it was big, guys. It was really on the cosmic scale. It was a really big measurement that happened. And for all intents and purposes, there is now a evaluation that is going on. And this is not, are you good? Are you bad? This isn't got anything to do with your ego or your personality. It simply is, do we have the right people in the right places, doing the right things on the right team? And are there changes and shifts that need to happen in a global sense, in a larger picture sense, to really make this project, this mission that we are on, and yes, that's another word that we use quite often, to really be as successful and as simply orchestrated as possible. And so we went through this pulse point last week. And since then, things are beginning to shift and change. And as we move through this eclipse season, and we, of course, we had the lunar eclipse earlier this month. I believe it was the 10th of February. We're now sitting at the solar eclipse on the 26th of February. And these energies have all been supportive in this process of really assessing, looking at, evaluating, and figuring out, okay, how can we improve upon the process? How can we improve upon the project, the outline, the trajectory, the things that we have in place to bring about the shifts and changes that we're looking for? And as a result, many of you felt on a lot of you a really unconscious level, but you felt it. You knew that something big was happening, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. Because it was such a global, it was such a cosmic pulse point that was being taken, it was really the bigger picture management coming in and saying, okay, let's look at how all of the different divisions and departments are functioning and getting their jobs done. And yes, I'll say jobs, because we're all here for specific reasons and purposes, whether they're very individually focused or whether they're really part of a global mission statement or project that is going on. But we're all here on purpose. None of us came in just because we thought it would be, a fun idea. We're all here because we have a bigger mission and a bigger purpose to play. We all have a part to play. And so you may be feeling the recalibration, the reassessment going on with your higher selves, with your higher teams, and able to rearrange your experience to get you even more aligned with your truth, your purpose, why you came in, and what you're really here to do. And quite frankly, some of you, and you may be already feeling this very deeply in your soul, you may be getting reassigned. And, this kind of, I use the corporate terms only because everybody kind of gets it, just like I use the computer terms when I talk about your body and your body matrix. But when you talk about a complete reorganization in a corporation, if new management came in and really assessed all the different divisions, all the different projects, what was getting done effectively, what wasn't, where the resources are, and how to best realign the company, to bring about the greatest outcome. And so many of you are not even just feeling a small self-correct, but you're getting ready to really move onto new teams, onto new projects and new missions. And the timing right now between now and the next set of eclipses, which happens in August, is really a window of opportunity that you're going to see things really changing in your outer world because you're willing to step up and say yes. Many of you have come into a new level of recommitment to the bigger picture of why you're here. You've moved through a lot of personal shifts and changes that have freed you up, that have given you the newer and higher perspective that you're not here just for personal evolution. You're here for a bigger picture mission. And you've known that all along, but your ability to step up and say, wow, I think I'm really ready. I'm really ready to step into that role even further. And so it's really an exciting time. And the body, of course, is in a state of evolution. And it is continuously going through upgrades and shifts and changes. And this eclipse energy is once again providing a beautiful opportunity for your body to upgrade. And, I get this all the time. When are we going to stop upgrading? When aren't I good enough now? And the answer to that is yes and never. Because you are perfect and divine wherever you are right now. You're beautiful. Your heart is open. You are perfectly how you decide to be in this now moment. And so I'll say yes to that. And then I'll say we are continuously upgrading because we've chosen to evolve. We've chosen to continue to push the boundaries of what is possible in this particular window of time. And so the body will continue to upgrade. And your ability to upgrade with ease and grace is part of the process and kind of the reward, if you will, for really staying on track. So the body will really continue to upgrade forever. And I'm sorry to say that that really makes some people really upset. It's like, well, I thought we were done, and haven't I upgraded and expanded my heart enough? And as I said, there's two answers to that. Yes, and there's always the potential for more. There's always the potential to continue on this path and evolve your body to run higher frequencies of light, to change the way you perceive your world, experience your world, and co-create your world, and how your individualized expansion and evolution plays a bigger part in this mission that we came in together as a soul group to do. So take a nice deep breath. I know that's an overview for some of you. I know that some of you needed to hear that again, or I wouldn't have gone over that so distinctly. But it really is in this energy right now that you can move and be placed into a higher level of service and really be aligned with perhaps a more expanded way of being in service to this overall mission of shifting consciousness on the planet. And right now, it's a perfect time to realign with that. And sometimes the ego gets in the way. Sometimes the ego thinks that it knows the best possible course of action for you, and the word stubborn comes into play. No one really likes change. We all want progress, and progress usually means change, but nobody really likes the process of change very much because it takes us out of our comfort zone. We just get comfortable in one particular vibration, and then the opportunity to shift into a higher vibration comes about, and that requires change. But the beauty is that it's in increments that are absolutely doable with ease and grace if you continue to say yes. It's when you stall. It's when you get too comfortable and too stubborn and don't really want to make the change and say, can't I just take this 6 months or this year off and I'll just kind of slide and glide through all of this process, and then maybe next year I'll pick it up again. Because that's when you hit the really bumpy road. When you don't continue to step up and say yes to what Spirit is really bringing forth for you to align and be in higher and greater levels of service, not only for yourself. This has never been a selfish mission. This has always been about the bigger perspective. Yet, it's always been an inside job.